Dr. Sebastian Gorka.
Hey, welcome back. Yes, indeed, live from CPAC. And I haven't taken a call yet, but we will right now. Let's go to line one. Is it really? Can it be? Caden from Ohio?
Yes, it is. And I got to tell you, I just had to turn down my dinner so that I can talk to you.
What are you having for dinner, Caden?
I think it's salmon, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. If it tells me anything, I'm a wrestler getting ready for sectional. So this.
Wow, indeed. You got to keep your weight right. Don't cross that weight limit.
Exactly.
So what brings you to our show today, Caden, my buddy?
So I heard a few things about Bernie Sanders, and that led me to question of the Democratic candidates that we have right now.
Yes.
Or Democrat. Who has the strongest base? My dad says that Bernie has the most energized but the smallest. So who would you say has the strongest? And follow-up question: who, as conservatives, do we want Trump to run against?
I would say that your father is right. The most powerful organic base, because there's a very interesting metric here. There is no phrase for any other candidate that is the equivalent, the analog of Bernie Bros. There's no such thing as, there's no such thing as Pete Buttigieg's battalion. It just doesn't exist. So the fact that you have an organic base that already has a name like Bernie Bros means that that's real. And I don't think it's small. I think it's big. I think the millennials who have been sold this bill of goods that stuff can be free and nobody pays for it, that there isn't some kind of taxpayer bill at the end of the day, that's a very sizable base. So I think he has it. Who would I most like? I'm seduced. I find seductive this idea that we want the most radical person on that debate stage with the president, somebody like Bernie Sanders who actually honeymooned in the Soviet Union, who believes in socialism, believes in communism, so that we can have the most jarring juxtaposition between liberty and American freedom, and somebody who wishes to create socialism and communism in this country. I find that seductive, Caden, but I also want somebody who's the most ineffective. I want somebody. If Amy Klobuchar would be beautiful. To have Amy Klobuchar and Donald Trump, I mean, seriously, she'd be in a little puddle. She'd be crying at the end of 15 minutes. So I'd like to have the most Go ahead, Caden.
I don't even know who that woman is.
Who does? Who does? I know one thing about Amy Klobuchar. She eats salad with her comb. That's all I know about her.
See, I can't see them, so I kind of go off of what I can hear. So I would want someone like Joe Biden, who not only sounds weak.
Caden, you are a wise man. The texts you've been sending me are so perspicacious, so on point. I agree with you. Biden versus Donald Trump, our president. Delicious. I want that to be pay-per-view. I'm so glad you called. The CDs I mailed today on my crutches. I went to the post office. They're in the mail for you. If you don't know, Caden is one of our loyal listeners, a blind young listener out there, and a great guy. Back in a moment.